So it just honestly felt like yesterday we were all standing on top of our chairs, watching that cruise ship dock in San Francisco, and really thinking there's no way tourism is going to die. Everyone loves to travel and everyone's going to, especially if there's stress. And so there was no talk of, do you think we're gonna get laid off? Honestly, I don't think I even knew what the word furlough meant. After 1 week of being furloughed, I think it's then I got the call from the VP of our department that I'm so sad to let you go, but we do have to let you go. Like you're one on the list.
Most of our staff have been here for 20 years, so one day they have to go home and they didn't come back. That's a very strange feeling, very sad, yes.
We started to notice groups canceling, business slowing down. I was cutting hours and sending people home early. And that was about a week before we got news that the hotel would be closing for who knows how long.
I remember a lot of my housekeepers would come up and ask me like, well, when are things going back to normal? A couple weeks, a month? I'm like, I don't think you realize how big this is. This is gonna be years before things go back to normal. So yeah, it felt like this span of 2 or 3 weeks before, from when groups started canceling to the point I was furloughed.
When we have to close the hotel and ask staff to go back home, the next day what I have to do is I have to call all our suppliers and tell them, sorry, we have to stop our contract. We don't need any more croissant for breakfast. We don't need any more flowers for the lobby. And it's all small business. They are not really in hospitality, but they have work because we give them work. We create business for them.
I didn't work for like a month or a month and a half, and then I come back. I was afraid because it's something new and it's a new virus.
We're just worried about the future. I was kind of worried about, is the restaurant industry going to survive this? Do I need to find employment in a different industry?
There's a pretty big pay gap between people sort of working the job titles that I have, server, bartender, and cooks. That divide between the kitchen and the front of the house is also to some important degree a racial divide. Which makes it sort of all the more important that we try and address issues of fairness there.
I love tourism. I love telling people how amazing San Francisco is, but I am feeling a little uneasy about having both my husband and I in the same industry. There was never a thought in my mind where, okay, maybe you do tech, I'll do tourism.
It really sinks in like how many people, I get emotional here, are not back to work, are still home. It's been a year and I've been, back for 6-7 months now and they're still at home and I can't imagine like still being off work like over a year. I mean, he has.
The role of the leaders and manager these days is like to try to help them. If they want to come back, try to help them, to give them the keys to do the job and perform. And I know that they can do it, but I understand that change can be something very, very scary.
I do think tourism is going to make a comeback. I don't know what date. I don't know if it's specifically sooner than later.
On a very sort of basic level, I'm hopeful that I'll get to see people's faces again.
This is why I started. I started in the restaurant and hospitality industry, and I've gone through a pandemic, and I don't feel myself going to any other industry. Yeah.